In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through the beginner version of a lower Russian twist to work our core and obliques. You'll notice here I've got a mat ready, and the mat is long ways, so I've got this in a position where just my upper back and my head are going to be on the mat. I'm not going to have the mat on my lower body or my lower back, and that's because when I'm coming side to side with the Swiss ball, I don't want to catch the mat when I'm doing the exercise. So once I've got my head in contact with the mat, I'm going to bring my calves in contact with the top of the Swiss ball. My knees are hip width apart. From here, for the easier version, you can have your hands and arms in a T position. And then what you're going to do here, firstly, before you start, is you're going to, with your heels, come down, apply a little bit of pressure into the ball, and you're going to start to rotate side, brace the core, really try and squeeze the core as you come back to the center, and keep the knees and the calves in exactly the same position. Try not to move the position of your legs at all. You should be grabbing into the ball with your heels, keeping a nice tight position. Don't come too far, otherwise you'll lose the contraction in your obliques, and you're just going to rock side to side. But the most important thing is you're really trying to squeeze the core when you come back to your start position. So you want to make sure you're not just using the hips, kind of coming too fast. It's a really slow movement where when we come and rotate to one side, at this point now I'm squeezing the core as hard as I can and trying to bring and use my core to bring me back into my start position. Now, if we want to make this harder, what we can do is the exact same variation of this, but without the ball. So for example, I'm in my T position again. From here, I've got the knees above the position of the hips, and you'll notice you won't be able to come out as far, because if you come out too far, you're going to completely lose the position of the exercise. So for example, let's say you get a bit carried away and you get to here, you're not probably going to have the core strength to come back, and you'll end up just rotating all the way down. So you want to make sure you can stick in a range which you can always bring yourself back to neutral. If you want to make it even harder, so there's even less hips involved and it's all core, again, you won't be able to come out as far, but you're going to bring your hands in a position where all of it is now your core, because you don't have your hands to assist you when you're rotating. They're in a position where they're across your chest. So whatever variation that you choose, whether it's the beginner, intermediate or advanced version, that is how you do a lower Russian twist.